My brothers and sisters, man, I tell you, it seems as though more and more people in this country do not trust this government. Look at where they took this country in just 4 years. In just 4 years. And now, when I see the amnesty taking place, I ask myself if they really have good intentions or if there's an ulterior motive. Many people out there are of the impression that this is just another case of voter padding. My brothers and sisters, if that were to happen, man, I tell you, with this government, from now until election, and for the next 5 years after election, is PNM in your waist. So take bull. I tell you, take bull.
I've said it before, and it has been published all over social media, especially by the people of the UNC. I did say, I do not want this job. But I took the job anyways, and I became your Prime Minister. And after this 4 years now, I decided, let us go to the Parliament, and let us put a bill forward to increase the pensions and benefits of MPs and ministers. I have already told my lawyer to tell the Parliament, I want my money. I don't like my money sleeping around the place. I want my money.
Madam Speaker, the people of Princestown and Mayaro want water. I find it quite laughable that this Minister of Public Utilities is still blaming the UNC for this shortage. While we were in government, we were repaying billions of dollars in loans from the reckless spending and profligacy from the PNM before we came into government. And that, what the minister is doing, is playing smart with foolishness.
I heard them say that they built 100 schools. I heard her last weekend with that nonsense. I want the media to ask Mrs. Bisesa to name these 100 schools that they said they have built.
Madam Speaker, I have recently heard the Prime Minister on a political platform asking that we give out the names of the 100 schools that were constructed and completed under the People's Partnership Government. It is incumbent upon me, as your former Education Minister, to name these schools and to give the Prime Minister these names for his own information. Number 1, Rosilac Government Primary School. 2, Monkeytown Early Childhood Center.
A few moments later.
105, Rio Claro Government Primary School. And 106, Codopia Government Primary School. Madam Speaker, these are the 106 schools that the People's Partnership Government has constructed and completed.
As you know, I am trying very hard to bring the crime down to a very low level. And while we acknowledge that there's an increase in crime, not only due to the criminal elements of this country, but to some abroad who have leaked into this country. And I want to say, I am not talking about the law-abiding people in this country. I am talking about the bad elements in this country. Okay? So, if I don't have the resources to fight crime and protect the good people of this country, I will just have to Stephen Willie myself from the police service and move on with my life and my family. Simple. Tonight I say to you, Madam Speaker, we are here to debate the amendment of the FOIA brought to this house by none other than the AG. Mr. All worried. And I say that because he is worried about Standing Order 48-6, Madam Speaker, 48-6. Honorable members, you will speak when it's your turn, okay? I am trying to listen to the contribution from the member for Cyperia. I am in love with her voice, and I would like to hear her speak. Okay? Member for Cyperia. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am indeed flattered that I have a wonderful voice. So, Madam Speaker, it is a bill that will erode the democracy of our beloved nation. And we on this side cannot and will not support this bill.
Madam President, question 19 to the Minister of Everything, Master of Nothing.
Minister of National Security. Thank you, Madam President, for allowing me the opportunity to answer this question. If Senator Mark does his research, he will understand that I was out of the country at that time, and therefore I cannot give an answer to such developments that he is referring to, and I am not aware of what he is talking about. Next question, Senator Mark.
Yeah. Can the minister tell us if he knows exactly how many refugees are registered at this time?
Senator Mark, I will not allow that question. Next question, Senator Mark.
Yeah. My grandmother used to tell me of that long time story of the squirrel. The squirrel, you know, the squirrel. And
Senator Mark, could you please get to the point?
Okay. Can the minister tell us if there is an ulterior motive by this wicked, evil PNM to use the refugees to vote a pad in the next election?
Senator Mark, I will not allow that question. Final question, Senator Mark.
You will allow this question?
Madam Speaker, this bill before the House is to amend the FOIA. It's a money-saving move, in my view, by this government. There are too many times matters are being brought to the courts, and then you have a set of UNC lawyers fighting case and want to collect pay. I see this as a money-making move to amend the FOIA, and so the government will have much more money to do more important things, such as paying their rent at the end of the month. Hola, I am a very popular psychic from Venezuela. My name is Nosenia, not to be mistaken for Yesenia. I am Nosenia, I am not Yesenia, because Nosenia could never be Yesenia, and Yesenia could never be Nosenia, so catch yourself. I want to say to my fellow Venezuelan brothers and sisters who come here to make an honest living and improve your life, I am not talking about the bad elements. I am talking about the good ones who make up most of the refugees. I want you to stay focused I want you to get your jobs and make your money and do your shopping so you could send back your goods and so on to your loved ones and friends and family back in your country. You have my full support. I will encourage you to do it. And to those of you who do not understand the English, let me say for you to understand. Si bueno, maestras, aquí juntos podemos mejorar nuestras vidas si hacemos lo correcto. And remember, you have the positive energy to change your life, okay? Adios.
My brothers and sisters, ever since I was kicked out of Rienzi, I found myself with a lot of time in my hands, and I started writing jokes. Let me tell you a sample joke. You ever heard the joke about the hustler who plied her trade in hotels for 25 years and saved up money from that trade and built a big mansion right next to the hotel? You ever hear about she? She take wood and built a concrete house.